This is the hoedown of One More Angel in Heaven. I have Amber and Elliot who are going to be dancing the corresponding brother and dancer part. So this is the first section. It starts with some triple steps. There's going to be 4 of them. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do a spin and a half. And he's going to catch her around the waist, and then we're going to go down, up in a little bunny hop, nothing big, and then they're going to extend the one arm out to the side, keeping the other hand on the hip, and we're going to do a couple more triples, this time 3, 2, 3. On the third one, that extended arm is going to come up into the air, and she's going to spin once, and then he's going to let her go, and she's going to spin off to the side. This is part 2 of the hoedown. This is where the singing is going to begin for the first verse. They're going to start with just the men as the women have spun off. The men are going to put their hands in their pockets and put their fingers out like they're old school cowboys. And they're going to do 8 shuffles to the left. They're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On this 8th one, their foot's going to come high into the air, and it's going to lead into 2 barrel rolls. 1, 2. They're then going to get their ropes out, and they're going to lead with 1 foot coming forward. They're going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're then going to turn and take 2 more forward. They're then going to lift that foot up for a box step. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they're going to come together and pause for a beat and do a heel click. This is part 3 of the hoedown. The singing has stopped. The men have just finished doing their heel kick. They're going to back up out of the way as the women start coming forward. They're going to do a run kick, and they're going to keep doing that. It's just a step, step, brush, step, step, brush, step, step, brush 6 times. After the 6th one, they're going to take their skirt and swing them around to the other side, and they're going to then grab a hold of their cowboy hats and make a big turn. They're then going to point forward with the left foot, and then point forward with the other foot, and then they're going to kick up into the air 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do little skips. They're going to look over their hat and grab a hold of their skirt with their other hand as well. So it makes big floofy motions. They're going to do 4 of those little skips. They're then going to bring their hands to their hips and do 2 big hip pumps. 1, 2. So the women have just done their hip bumps. This is section 4. And there's going to be the men joining them at this point. They're going to come up to their partner, put their elbow out. The woman's going to link their arm lightly, and they're going to push through to turn once, twice, and on that one, they're going to grab so they're in a cross arm hold with the woman in front, both facing the same direction. There's a slight pause here, and then there's going to be a step forward for both. Then the girl is going to go through the arms back, just 1 foot back while they rock forward again and allow themselves to turn 1.5 times around to the front and grab hands with the man. We're then going to do 2 more triples. 1, 2. We're then going to prep for a bunny hop. 1, 2, down, up. We're keeping our hands where they are at and doing 2 more triples, turning slightly. Just a 180, and then she's going to jump into his arms. He's then going to turn in a circle, set her down. They're going to come across and put their arms up nice and high into 2 V's. And then she is going to turn into him. As she gets in front like she's in a cross, her foot's going to come up around, and then she's going to finish her turn, and they're going to push their cheeks together while her other foot kicks up. So this is the last section of the hoedown. We have just finished doing a turn and our arms are still crossed, our cheeks are together and the woman's foot is popped. We're going to just come back down and go into a promenade where the arms extend across each other's body, so the clasped hand is in front of each body, and we're gonna go for a little walk. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She's then going to turn, so that way she's facing with the opposite arm on top. He's going to go around her. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And by this point, we should be able to get into a formation. Now, what that formation is not yet decided. So they are going to just face each other with the woman in front for simplicity's sake right now. They are then going to do a couple of skips where they're chasseing off to one side. And at this point, there will be a ripple of these skips, so they will start at different times. They're going on the first one, and then they're going to hold for 2 8 counts. So they're gonna be standing there for a few moments, catching their breath, trying to make sure that they can smile again. After those 2 8 counts, they're going to do the same skip, but in a circle around each other, nice and tight. Again, for 8 counts. She is then going to open up wide away from him, and we'll be ready to start the next chorus of One More Angel in Heaven, which is going to be 2 triple steps, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, with a heel click and a heel click. She's then going to turn in front of him, so she is facing out again. He's going to catch her, and they're going to do 3 more chassé skips, 1, 2, 3. On this last one, they are going to kick their foot up off to the side. This is going to start a box step for them. So then they're stepping, and then we box. 1, 2, 3 together. And then they're going to kick once, nice and big, face each other, and do a couple more triple steps. 1, 2, 3, and at that point, Jacob should have arrived, the music will have died, and that is where we're ending our hoedown. Hoedown half speed.